So okay guys, let me turn down the volume. I feel it's a little bit loud. Okay, so welcome to the class. This is the Tailwind CSS tutorial, and let me see if you are in the chat right now. Just comment. I'm in the chat. If you can hear me, comment. I can hear you. Let me just know so if I'm good to go with the class. Okay, welcome for those of you who are around. If you are around, just drop a comment. Just drop a comment. Just drop a comment. Tell me if you can hear me, so I will know if everything is fine. I believe everyone should be able to hear me. Just drop a comment if you can hear me. Oh, okay. Okay, so someone said they can hear me. So this is our first live class. Congratulations to us, and I believe we are going to be doing a lot together. Please, I would love us to be active on the chat. I would love us to be active on the chat. So basically, we are going to be doing a lot of things. Okay, so we're going to be doing a lot of things. First of all, we are going to go into the Tailwind CSS website. We are going to go through the documentation, and we are going to talk about, let me see, we have screen sizes. I'm coming. Okay, let me just search. I can search for screen. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Let me say ND. Okay, so this is not what I'm looking for, but I'm going to get it. So we are going to be using this documentation first of all to, talk about how we can break. Sorry, don't be offended if you are seeing this right now. I don't know. I've been using this documentation before, but suddenly everything just wiped off. Should be having something like, okay, scroll behavior. If I can't find it, then it's fine. It's not really a big deal. But I know it should be on the documentation. But it's fine. So the website we are going to try to recreate, we might not do 100%. Is this particular website here, made by CIPM, which is like one of the top, top professional bodies in Nigeria. And I love this website so much because it's just plain simple, not too much stress. Sometimes I feel like it was made with WordPress, but it's a good website. And if you make the screen smaller, then you start having something like this. You understand? And then you can, so everything still works very fine. So if I try to like expand the screen, you see it gives me different layouts. So this is what a responsive design means. It's like you're designing and making sure everything you're designing is making sense in different screen, regardless the screen that you are in. Are you getting it now? So this is like a mobile setup. But if you notice, if I should drag this down, I still have this hamburger in this place here. Like that. So we are going to try to recreate this tonight, and if we don't finish it, we'll try to finish it maybe another day. So now you need to understand something. I like this. So to come here, you just have to go to www.play.tailwindCss. How many of you are still with me? If you are still with me, let me know. If you are still with me, it's kind of blur, really. Is it kind of blur? It's your website or your phone rather. Can every other person hear me? Is every other person with me? If it's clear, let me know. I want to know how I'm doing. I think the network is kind of bad. I hope I've not lost my network. Okay, so I believe we're good, right? Are we still good? Why should it reply? I'm not expecting the... Okay. So let's just try and see if we can continue. Okay, so many of you already know Tailwind very well, and many of you already know what CSS is. For those of you who are new to Tailwind, you don't know HTML, you don't know CSS, and now you're just saying Tailwind CSS, and you'll be like, what's this guy doing? Don't worry, my dear. We are going to create other videos on HTML and CSS later, but for now we just want to focus on the mobile responsiveness. I really wish we are doing this project on React. I really wish everybody is already on the React level, so we can just, you know, start doing things on React. But for now we are just going to make do with what we have. So in between, I've created my own folder. So I've created a folder here for my this thing. So I'm going to open the terminal. I want to first of all install Tailwind before we start. For those that keep saying they don't know how to install Tailwind, just come over to the documentation. You might not be able to see my screen, but I'm just going to use the documentation. So using Vite. So first command I'm going to run is npm. Now you can't use this command if you don't have so you can't use this command if you don't have Node.js installed. First things first, install Node.js on your system. Node.js, make sure you have this installed and running on your machine. So you download it here, just follow the command and install, and then you are done. So you have to install Node.js. Then secondly, you install VS Code. When you install that too, and you can follow along with what I'm doing. So for you to know that your Node.js is successfully installed, if you type in node-v, you should be having your Node version 20.15.1. so you already know that, oh, Node.js is successfully installed on my phone or my system. So what I'm going to say is npm init -y. So I'm trying to install Tailwind CSS on my VS Code now, because I know a lot of you are tired of using Tailwind Play, but we are still going to use Tailwind Play today. I like playing with Tailwind Play. Okay, I hope it's not blur again. I hope it's not blur. For those of you that are online, thank you for your comment. So I have done this now. So what next thing I have to do, okay, some of you can see my VS Code. Okay, so this is what I did. npm init-y, npm init-y, and then I'm going to come over to the I'm actually enjoying this music. So I'm going to come over to the install Tailwind CSS. Install Tailwind CSS using Vite, no, post CSS, yes, yeah, post CSS, CLI, yeah, CLI, no, not post CSS, CLI. So npm post Tailwind CSS at Tailwind CSS -CLI. So now I'm going to make my VS Code visible. So so it might take some time. So why we keep waiting for it to load, I want to show you something. So you are aware of this. You create a div. why is this one not fitting the div for me? So you are aware of something like this, and then you have a div times 5. So you have like 5 different div inside the particular div. So I'm going to give it the same class. I'm going to say class is equals to, and let me say a w of, let me make it 300 pixel, and a height of, oh, let me say 200 pixel. So let me say it looks like by saying so border, then border dash till dash 300. Where is my, okay, so this is it. So I have, let me show full screen. Yeah, I hope you can see it. Or should I use let me use red. I'm make it so red. I'll use 800 so you'll be able to see it clearly. So let me give it a class here of empty of 4. So the red is going to come down. So if I should apply this same class here, and then make this form flex and a gap of 3. Let me see what we're going to have. Gap of 3, gap of 3, gap of 3, gap of 3. Okay, so gap of 3. Now, if I try to shrink this, okay, sorry, this might not work. Let me see if I can do this way. Okay. Okay, this doesn't look like a good example. Okay, so I can use this. Oh, so I can use this itself. Okay, this is not working for me. So this is not working. But basically, there's something I want you to understand. Now, if I should come back to this website, we see that we have a div here containing 4 different div items, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the big screen, but on the small screen suddenly it changed to 2. It changed to 2. So we went all the way from 4 to 2. We went all the way from 4 to 2. So that's the logic I'm trying to apply here, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to work that way. So on the big screen, you have 4, but you can decide to say on a small screen I want 1, or the small screen I want 2. On the small screen I don't want to see it at all. For instance, you have something like this, and then when you go this way, you did not see the entire, all this. So all this here, you won't see it again. It just disappear. You understand it? So there is something we are going to be we use to make this work. So let me see if it has successfully installed. So create your CSS file. So I hope you are seeing my VS Code now. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to make it called src, and in my src I'm going to say output.css. then I'm just going to paste this. So for those of you that know how to install it, congratulations. And then I'll come to my terminal. Okay, so I'll come to my package.json here, and then in my script I'm going to create a script here and say, okay, I'm going to say, it's because it's a JSON file, I'm going to put build I'm supposed to put it in also in a JSON file, comma here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to paste this. Now when I paste this, I'm going to copy and paste this twice, and I'm not going to name this build. I'm going to name this watch, but I'm going to remove this watch from this place here. Okay, source src input.css. Let me rename this to be input.css, because why? We are taking our Tailwind CLI, we check the input file. The input is going to be the input.css, which is this one that we've created, and we put this as import Tailwind CSS. Then the output file is going to be created by itself, and then I will now say npm run build. We should build an output.css file for me. If when done, okay, so it has created an output.css file for me by itself. So come back to my package.json, and then go back to my terminal rather, npm run watch. Why do everybody keep saying it's kind of blur? Okay, I think it's my network that is bad. Can anyone hear me right now? Can anyone hear me? If you're hearing me, just let me know. Okay, so can you just tell me what you are seeing on your screen? What are you seeing on your screen? If you can hear me, just tell me what you are seeing on your screen. Let me know if I should continue, if I should move further. Strictly musical, can you tell me, can you let me know if you can see my screen? Can you see? Okay, you can see my screen, it's fine, alright? Okay, so I'm moving forward with that. So now my file is working and everything is working fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over extension. When you go over your extension, go to something called, you see an extension called live server. I have it installed already. So if you have live server installed, you don't need to disturb yourself, it will be here. So I'll just click on go live. So I'm actually live, but I don't think you guys can see this part of the screen. Let me just go back. Yeah. Okay. So this is what you'll be seeing on your screen right now. And the reason why we have this is because we've not tell our live server where we want to go, so we are just seeing the same file that we have in our previous screen, so in our VS Code. So we are going to now continue moving forward. Then what's the next step to install Tailwind CSS? So the next step is to create an index HTML, which I'm going to do now. I'm going to create inside my source folder new file. I can name it anything. I'm going to use index.html. So then this should give me what I want. No, it's not giving me what I want. I don't know why this boilerplate is not on. Yeah, so it's working. So title Tailwind Responsiveness. Yeah, I'm going to name it like that. And then before the head, I'm going to say link. I want to create a link tag. I want to create a link tag. Sorry. Okay. So href is equals to, I'm going to be watching from my source, then output.css. Then in my body, I can now create an h tag or h1 tag, and then I'll say welcome to Tailwind tutorial. So when I'm done, to test if my Tailwind is working, I'm going to put a class of test of 3xl. Okay, so I feel right now my extension is not working. Let me come back here. So there's another extension you need to install called Tailwind IntelliSense. Yeah, Tailwind CSS IntelliSense. So I'm going to disable it, restart the extension, and enable it back. And then when I'm back here, I'm going to use Ctrl+Shift+P. I hope you guys can see my screen. Oh yeah, you can see my screen. So Ctrl+Shift+P, and I'm going to reload my entire VS Code. Now I'm reloading my entire VS Code because the Tailwind IntelliSense extension was not working. So if I show over on it now, I should be able to see some function written. Let me go back again. Test of 3xl. It's not working. Let me say test. Okay, no. Test of green dash 200. Let me save. So I'm going to come here to my source. Okay, I think my left. No, that's already not close now. Okay, so Tailwind is working now. Tailwind is working. I don't know why this is not yet working. Why is this extension going crazy? So how many of us are so sorry for that. So Tailwind is working now, and would like us to do some. I'm trying to change the settings so you guys can. So I want to create a new scene, and then okay. Okay, so you can see we have a text of, let me make it bold, font of bold, to make it bold. Okay, so you can see Tailwind is working now. So now we want to do something. So I want to pass in some data here. Now I want to create a div. Now this div now is going to have 3 items. Now it's going to have item number 1 is going to be the logo. Yeah, item number 1 is going to be the logo, and item number 2 is going to be the nav bar. Item number 3 is going to be the hamburger. So now I'm going to be using comment so that you guys can understand a lot of things. So now in this logo is going to be visible in both or in all screens. If you can understand this logic that I'm trying to use here, I bet you'll be able to do your, let me do it this way. So I'm having a div, and then let me cut this too. Let me place it here, and then I'm having another div. And then I'm going to cut this and put it here. So this navbar will be visible only on larger screens. Are you getting me? Yeah, obviously I want to. And then we have the last one, which is the hamburger, and this hamburger is only visible on smaller screens. Only visible on mobile screen. So you already understand. So now in Tailwind CSS, there's something called, for instance, if I should create another div in this place now, I can give it a class name of Eden. Now this Eden means it will not show. Now there's a logic you need to understand in Tailwind CSS. Tailwind is mobile first. Let me come back to the charts here where all of you can see me. Now Tailwind is mobile first. It means every of your Tailwind CSS classes you are writing it based on mobile first. You are like telling it this is what you want to happen on the mobile, but you guys don't know that that's what you're actually doing. You guys think, oh, what you are doing is telling Tailwind CSS, you are telling Tailwind CSS to do it based on your desktop. No, you're actually telling Tailwind CSS to do it based on your mobile. So you are now going to tell Tailwind CSS, for instance, now if I say Eden, this thing is going to be Eden on your mobile. Tailwind doesn't really care about every other screen. It doesn't care about your laptop screen. It doesn't care. Your own is that you made it Eden, say it will not going to show on your mobile. But if I now say Eden, but okay, sorry, I use the word but. That's very funny. So if I say on medium screen size, I want to make it a flex. Then if I now put an item here and say just to test. Now, what did I say? Make it hidden. Make it hidden. This make it hidden is display none. Is going to work on a mobile device, but MD flex means on a medium screen size. Look at it. It says on a medium on a screen size. Or they didn't even specify. Okay, there's a specify the screen size here, but don't worry, you guys might not understand. Now on a medium screen size, I'm going to make it flex. Now let us now go back to our browser and see what we've actually done. So just to test, if I should go to a small screen size, you won't see it here. I don't know if I'm making sense. If I should come back, you see it. Let me try to expand the screen gradually. You will see. Okay, so that point where you see it, let me use this inspect function. Inspect function will make it clear. Let me use something like this. Wow, yeah, this one will make you understand. Now look at, please focus your attention in this place here. So let me keep going. So let me see. I want to get the exact point that this thing just showed. 760, should be around 767, 768 pixel. So this thing started working on 768 pixel. If you come back to your VS Code, you have something called 768 pixel. So for 768 pixel upward, you are going to see it. Anything below 768 pixel, you are not going to see it. I don't know if anybody is understanding me at all. If you understand, just say I understand what you are trying to say. If you understand, just say I understand what you are trying to say. Let me get your reply in the comment section. If you understand, just say I understand. Anyone still here with me? Anyone still following? Anyone still here? Anyone still following? Is anyone still following? Anyone still following? Wow, it seems like I'm lost in the crowd. Anyone still with me? Okay, so do you understand the screen arrangement that I just did just now? Do you understand this that I just did just now? So it's saying, this one is saying from 700, any screen from 768 pixel upward. Are you getting it? If it is below 768 pixel, you are going to see it. You are not going to see it rather, because it is hidden. But unless the screen has hit 768 pixel, then you are going to see it. Or let me put it this way. I can say on. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me make it better. Let me make it better. So this is like the practical way you can understand this. This mobile responsiveness of the thing. So let me do it this way. So if I should say that this particular test is going to be a size of 4XL. I'm going to make it a font of mono, font of sans. I should have font of sans now, Abby. Font of sans. It's supposed to be yes, font of sans. Then I should have something of let me say test dash red dash 500, and then I will now come here and say on MD, let me use MD again, because we have other screen size, so make sure you know that it's not only medium screen size that we have medium screen size, we have small screen size, we have large screen size. So I'm going to focusing on the medium screen size. So on medium screen size, I want to say make it a test of 6XL to make it very bigger. Then make it a test of green of 200. Okay, now let us medium screen size. So in other words, it's saying on a mobile device it's going to be a test of 400, But any screen, once the screen size has gotten to 768 pixels, you are going to be having a different text size. So let's check what we just did. Okay, so we have this right there. So we have this right here. Are you seeing it? So once I get to anything 768, 76, let me manually increase it. 764, 65, 66, 67, 68, 67, 68, 67, 68. Now, but we also have another screen size called small, which is SM. So we have SM here, which says 640 pixels. Let's go back to our this thing. So go down 640 pixels. So let me go to 635. Are you saying it now? Then we also have another one called we have large on large screen size again. So large, sorry, I didn't show you how many this thing is supposed to be. I think large is about 1240 pixels. So this thing is going to transform to green and the text is going to become bigger when we hit 1240. Let me make this guy smaller. So 1240. This one is even lesser. Yeah, 1024. Let us increase it manually. 23. Once we enter 24, are you saying it now? So this is the logic here. If I come back to this website, yeah, they have different screen size. So I'm not going to say once you hit a small screen size, make this entire div hidden. Then this hamburger, make it show. So what we are going to do now, if I want to now have something like this hamburger now, if I want to have this kind of thing now, I'm going to have the logo. So this logo is going to flex. This entire div, for those of you that understand this very well, this entire div now, this guy is going to flex against this guy, and this one here, this hamburger here, will now be something like, okay, make it block. That's a block. You know, we have display hidden, display block. So make it block, like display block. But when you have reached so screen size, make it hidden. And that particular screen size that you make it hidden, you are going to make this one show. Once you understand this logic about Tailwind CSS using mobile responsiveness, this is like the beginning for you. For those of you that are around, please just help me to smash your like button. Just like, and if you have not subscribed, please just subscribe. I'm still on 28 subscribers at this time of my age. So we are going to be creating. We are going to try to let me see if I can. I don't want to show windows side by side, but I want to see if I can, so we can see what we are doing. How many of you are still with me? If you are still with me, just let me know you are still with me. I'm going to cancel this now and then make this also beside this. Yeah, it's working side by side now. So Control B. Okay. If you are still with me, let me know. Just comment. Let me know if you are still with me. Let me know. Thanks for liking. Those of you that like, thanks for liking. If you are still with me, just let me know. Just stay with me. We are going to be done in the next 1 hour, and those of you that did not see the video will have the video, but I just want to see if I can just finish the div of it. This you know, the nav bar of a thing. So let us create a very simple nav bar. First of all, I'm going to name this a nav, and I'm using auto complete, so the other one at the bottom too is going to be completed. So I'm going to make it a class name of empty of one, and I'm going to, first of all, I'm deleting this div right here since we're just using it to test. Empty of one, I'm going to make it a border, and I'm going to say border of slate. Those of you that don't understand Tailwind, don't be offended though, just try to follow me. Border of slate of 50, border dash B, yeah, I think this is correct, yeah, border dash B. Let me save this to see if I'm, yeah, okay. I don't really like this slate. Let me use something different like gray. Yeah, let me see. It's still not giving what I want, but don't worry, I'm going to change it later. So I'm going to now say something of W of full. So it's going to take the full width of the of any screen that it is, you understand, but we are still going to go to that. And then I'm going to say I'm going to make it a flex, and I'm going to say justify between. Okay, so this is where the logo is, and I'm now going to make this a div. Since we want to make it big, I can say test of 3XL, then font dash bold, and font dash sans. Then let me come here and see how it's just like digitty. Okay, it's making any sense. Should I say mx dash aoto? Okay. Let us leave it this way, but if we are not going to use it, I'm going to remove it. So we have this, let me make it of 4XL, font dash bold, font text of black, text of black of 70. I don't know why it's not reflecting here. It's almost like something else is just controlling my mouse for me. Are you fine now? Something is just wrong. Let me remove this MX Auto. What's wrong now? Let me remove this MS Auto for now. So let me remove this MS Auto for now to make. I really don't know what's wrong. Something is just wrong. So I can make it an ML, margin left. So for those of you that don't know Tailwind, this thing CSS, you're already learning gradually. Margin left of 5, then to make, you know, give you some space in between left hand side. Then this same div again. No, let all the content be having a margin top of 4. Margin top of 4. I don't know why this thing is just slow. So I'm going to create my nav bar, my nav item. I don't understand why I'm having a border at, it's supposed to be at the bottom, not at the top. Border dash B. I'm supposed to have it at the bottom, not at the top. Okay, border dash b dash border dash b dash, let me see, I'm supposed to have this at the bottom. I don't okay, yeah, it's giving me what I want now. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so some of you might not be able to see it, but let me make it gray of 200 so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, you can see this line here. That's what I was trying to achieve initially. And so I can say a padding bottom of 4. So I'll have a space between this. Okay, now it's making sense right now. So in my nav link, so I'm going to create a URL. It's been long I use all this thing. It's been long I use all this stuff, man. So let me just follow what tab 9 is giving me here. Let me save and see what I have. As expected. So what if I make this entire item flex? Let me see if it's going to work. If it's not going to work, I don't have time to kill myself. Okay, so I'm just going to remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this, and remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this. Okay, let me see. Okay, how many of you are enjoying the class so far? If you know you are enjoying it, just let me know. And I'm going to say okay. I want to do something. I want to see. So I want to say, when I want my text to be of blue, and I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to, I know most of you already know this, right? Okay, so you have something like this. Yeah, very good, very, very good. And you can also now have something again. Let me see. So no, I'm not leaving site. So we have this here. This is what we have on our B screen, right? But we don't obviously we don't want this on our B screen, okay? But it's making sense on this screen. Shobona they say it's making sense on this screen. It's not going to make any sense on this screen. I hope you guys are following. Yeah, someone said I use 70. You used /70. Yeah, I used /70 in the text of black /70. Yes, to make it, I don't want it to be extremely black. That's what I use. Strictly musical, I hope you understand what I did here. I don't want it to be too black, so it's going to reduce the opacity of the black for me. So as I was saying, it's not making sense on this screen. It's making sense on this screen. It's not making sense on this screen. Are you getting it now? So we are going to do something. Now I'm going to say if I'm on large screen. So if I'm on large screen, I'm going to the parent div and say if I'm on large screen, I want to make it a mx dash auto. Let me see what it's going to give me first of all. Okay, it's still giving me the same thing. Okay, on large screen, no, don't worry. Margin x is actually, margin x means margin left and right. So I'm going to say mx of, let me increase it to something like 10. Let me see. Okay, don't worry. If it's not mx, then it's going to be px10. Oh, Wow, something is wrong. Are you sure? Where am I getting it wrong? Where am I getting it wrong? Yeah. Flex. Oh man. So I made it flex. Yeah, it doesn't still mean now. It doesn't still mean my engine should work. So let me make it. Let me use something very big like MS72. Let me see if it no go work this time around. Now it's working. It's working. But now I can now say I don't want it to be this justify between should only work. So I'm going to say on large screen, I'm going to say justify. Should I use justify evenly? No, not evenly. Let me say justify on large screen. I want to justify. Let me say justify start first. Where is the start? Justify start. Yeah. Okay. So you see, it's already coming like this, and still on large screen. Where am I? Still on large screen. I can now say. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to do here. So still on large screen, I can now say on large screen, I want to make it a space X. Let me increase the space to like 24 and 20, and let me see what I get. So now I'm already having. So what I want to do is I'm going to have maybe DGT, my navbar, and then maybe some call contact and call me here. But on a smaller screen, it's going to be like this. On the larger screen, it will be like this. I don't know if you guys, did you understand this? If you understand, let me say, you haven't closed your nav tag. I've closed my nav tag. I've closed my nav tag. My nav class is closed. I use a auto like this thing. So for those of you who are here, please, 3 people are viewing and I have 3 likes. Okay, no problem. So how many of you are still here? Okay, whether you are here or not, it doesn't mean. I'll just do what I want to do and then explain to you guys. So on this is the large screen, yeah, and on this large screen I'm having it this way. I'm having a space between. Let me show you what I just did here. Let me just complete everything. So I can now say let me make this place phone number. Phone number. Let me now say I'm going to say I'm supposed to use like a icon, but I'm not really used to I'm not really used to this vanilla system. If it's React now, it should have been very, very sweet, but I just want to teach the vanilla way first. So I'll just say 0816, that's my phone number, 954 8286, and okay, as you can see, this one is at the top. This one is and it's never making any sense. I can just give it the class name that is here. Oh, yep. Just a space in between will solve the problem. Okay, so I'm having this now. So if you use your VSBUG, for those of you, I've taught you guys how to use VSBUG. So this guy is just going to inspect, okay, no, let me close my VSBUG. But now, if I should go on smaller screen, you're seeing that this one is not going to make sense, right? What is the size of this? I don't know the size of this, but I really don't want to see this guy on a, like, I don't want to see it. So I can decide to just be like and say this guy should be hidden if I'm on a small screen. No. Okay, so I want it to be on the large screen, but I don't want to see it on this. Okay, yeah, I understand. So it's going to be on large screen or on medium screen. It's going to be block. Yeah, on medium screen is going to be block, else it's going to be hidden. So if I should make it small, you're not supposed to see it now. Okay, let me not use let me use small screen. We are not supposed to see it. I don't want to see it here. Let me see. I really don't want to see this guy here on this small. This guy working. Let me see. So it's going to be blocked. It's going to be. Let me make it hidden. And see. It's not there. I only want to see it after medium screen. Okay, let me just say only after large screens. Okay, so no matter how okay. So I will not keep saying that I get a large screen. Until I get a large screen. Okay. You're not going to see it until you get to a large screen. So on the large screen, it's making sense. On a smaller screen, you are not expected to see it. So on a medium screen, I'm having justify, you see, this is not making sense. This is a medium screen here, and it's not making, and you obviously don't like the way this is. So you just have to come here and on your div, this div that is holding everything, you can just say on a medium screen. On a medium screen, I want to make it mx of 40. Yeah, then on medium screen, I want to make it justify center. Center is not working. It's supposed to be justify center now. Yeah, okay, I think it's making sense now. So let me make it start. So, and then on that same medium screen, space x of let me say spaces of 10. Now it's making sense, right? So let me expand. Are you seeing the way it jumps? See the way it jumps. So when you get to a particular breakpoint, it's going to adjust for you. When you get to a particular breakpoint, it's going to adjust for you. Now, this one that is here should only be flexed when I'm on a medium screen. That's this. This my my navbar here. They're all navbar, but I mean this guy here. So I'm going to say it's going to be flex on the medium screen. Normally it's just going to be hidden. I don't want to see it. So no, flex on the, let me make it flex on the small screen. Oh yeah. Then suddenly you will not see it again. Are you loving this? I don't know. How many of us are still online? I really don't understand. I'm trying to figure out the large and the medium. It's like mine is working opposite. Okay, I think you're trying to code along, right? Okay, the beautiful thing is that when we are done with this live section, we are going to be having our, we are going to have the record. So you are going to take your time. You are going to watch it very well. Please, if you have anybody interested in learning how to code, try to share this video with them after we are done. That is going to, going to boost my morale. So let's continue. How many of you are still with me, and how many of you are seeing my screen and you see what is going on? If you are still with me and you are seeing my screen and you like what is going on, you like what is going on. How many of you are still seeing my screen? How many of us are still here? How many of you are still seeing my screen? How many of us are still here? How many of us are still with me? Should we end this? I think it's going to be, I'm going to name it part 1, and then there's going to be a part 2 where we'll continue. I'm waiting for a response. So is it that nobody can hear me at all? Is it that no one can hear me? Hello? It's like nobody's here. If nobody's here, I'm going to end the live stream. I believe I will just assume nobody's with me, and I'll just end the live stream. So so this comes the part where we want to use the font awesome for the hamburger, and then implement those JavaScript and all those stuff. So if I want to use font awesome, I believe many of you are using font awesome. It's not really my thing. I've not used it before. It's not really my thing. I've not used it before. I used to getting icons from React. Well, I've used it before, but not really. It's not really what I know I'm used to. So I'm going to be using a script tag. I'm using a script tag now to get fonts awesome, so I can get some fonts that I want to use. So sorry, I'm actually looking for something. So still in my navbar, I'm going to create a button, and this button is going to be having this, and let me see what's the result we are having. Let me go back to scene 2, and let me see. So we're having the icon here. I can still use the same class that I have from this place here. So since we are using Tailwind, just copy this. I believe it's supposed to work. I've not really tried this on, So we are having this like this, which we don't want. I can make it, I can make it bigger by saying text. I don't know, it actually works like that on React. I don't know if it's going to work here. So let me say text of 3XL. Let me see if it's going to grow bigger. Let me see if it's going to grow bigger. Okay, yeah, it actually grew bigger. So text of 2, let me make it 2XL. Let me increase this. So we have it here. So but you don't you really don't want this hamburger icon to be shown on your big screen, right? So you are just going to make it it's going to be block, display block, but on your small screen upward. Small screen means anywhere you say, okay, let me just make it, it's going to be hidden. So it means that once your screen is up to 640 pixels, you will not see it again. So let me just close this. Are you understanding it now? I don't understand. Why is it on the big screen? It's greater than or equals to 640 pixels. It's not supposed to be on the big screen now. Yeah. See this one now. It's supposed to be hidden now. Let me see what's wrong. It's supposed to be hidden. It's not supposed to appear in the big screen at all. It's not supposed to be on the big screen. Why is it on the big screen? It's not supposed to be there now. First of all, let me make it a cursor of pointer, so I can have this effect here like this, but it's not supposed to be. Something is wrong. Oh, okay, I understand what's going on. So this one is not working like React though, so I think I need to put it here, because normally in React I can put it here and it's not going to show. So I think it's going to be a display block, but on small screen upward I'm going to make it hidden. Okay, let us see if it's working this time around. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. So let me ask those are online. For those of you online, do you understand? Okay. So I would love to stop here. Yeah, I'm going to stop here. We have 4 viewers. You guys can give it the like. I'd love to stop here, so you understand. Now notice something. It jumps. This stuff jump. I'm going to share the GitHub repo for you guys, because we are still going to continue working on it. I get it. Just keep jumping on different screen size that you are. So if I'm on this screen size, it will jump. If I'm on this screen size, jump. On this screen size, I'm not going to see the entire. So this is your mobile screen size. This is your large screen size. This is your tablet screen size. Mobile, tablet, your large screen. And we still have some extra large screen too. Yeah, we still have extra large screen, but for now we are going to work with this. For now we are going to be working with this. So let me see. Let me know if you are enjoying. If you enjoyed today's class, let me know. Just you can just give me that like. If you enjoyed today's class, just give me that like, and I want to stop here for today. So if you enjoyed today's class, let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed today's class. I'm waiting for your response. So nobody. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Strictly Musical. I don't know who this person is. Thank you, Gift, for joining today's class. I'm going to be stopping here, but I'm not getting any response from you guys. So I'm going to stop here. The video is going to be saved. Thank God for technology. So you guys should, you know,